Alright guys, what's up? Just want to do a little update, couple things lately with the DoorDash. I just hit $1,000 for the week, which is phenomenal. Feeling good about that. Last delivery, literally, I didn't even know it. Just looked at it. It just pushed me over the top to 1,007 and some change. And there's probably going to be more because there's like reimbursements from shit that I bought on my own. But yeah, man, $1,000 a week, DoorDash. I was out there 5 days. Today probably only 5 hours or so, maybe six. A couple of days it was like 4 or 5, 6 hours. A couple of days I did go hard, like over 8 hours. But yeah, pretty chill. I know gas is going to be subtracted from that. Although I did find a new hookup for gas. The homie Shree's truck stop has got gas. Don't tell anybody, for like $3.70 a gallon if you pay cash, which is like $1 plus less than most fucking gas stations around here, bro. Like a lot of them have above $5 gas per gallon. 3.70 something is pretty good. Saved at least $10. I mean, I only put $40 in. I think I saved $10. It was 10 gallons. It would have been $10 more expensive if I was somewhere else. But anyways, all that aside, pretty good week. Just wrapping it up here Sunday evening. A couple funny things happened this week. I had, God, that last order, man, was like somebody had ordered from 7-Eleven a pack of Skittles and like 2 Airheads. It's like, I was like, that's it? Like, you're gonna go to DoorDash and you're gonna get like 3 freaking candy bar things? Like, I mean, Airhead doesn't even count, dude. An Airhead is tiny, bro. It's like a 2-bite fucking bullshit. I don't know. Skittles, I don't know. To each their own. You wake up in the middle of the night with a sugar craving. You gotta have your sugar. You go on DoorDash, 7-Eleven, Skittles, 2 Airhead bars. And I showed up at the apartment complex, and I'm thinking that the gate that I pull up at is not the actual entrance, because the address is on a different street. So I'm like, okay, I got to go around the corner. The entrance is going to be over there. So I go over there. There's an entrance, but it's locked, and it's like, all visitors must use the north entrance. I'm like, okay, which way is north? I was at the north. I was at the north side of the street. So I'm like, well, okay. So I walked around the building, and there's another entrance, and it was locked as well. And I was like, what the hell? And I walked around, like I literally did a 360 of the whole building just to end up right where I'd parked at. And I was like, oh motherfucker, that was the entrance. And then I'm walking through all of the freaking units trying to find their unit, and it's like, you take a gamble. I go right, and I'm like, okay, like it's getting close to the number, and then it skips a couple and it goes higher than the number. I'm like, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, motherfucker, it's on the other side, so I got to go all the way back to, shit like that. That just happens all the time, right? Another funny thing that happened the other day was a customer, ordered from an Albertsons, and it was snowing. Like, it was snowing like mad, dude. And like this Albertsons was out of power. Like, they had lost their power. Like, a tree probably fell on the lines, and so they didn't have any of their perishables. All of their milk and eggs and anything refrigerated was pulled from the shelves, and it was unsellable. So customer wanted milk and eggs, and I was like, I'm sorry, but like I can't, like they're out of power, blah blah blah. And then they also had a Mod Pizza, so I was going to Mod Pizza, and then there's a QFC next to Mod Pizza, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go buy milk and eggs at QFC with my own money. And I called them, and I was like, hey, because they were like, oh man, I really need eggs and milk, I've got a kid at home. And I was like, sorry, but they're not going to allow me to, whatever. So I went ahead and called them. I was like, hey, if you still want those milk and eggs, like, what do you want, 2%, whatever. Like, I got you whole white eggs, whatever. And they're like, yeah, thank you so much. Like, I really appreciate it. So they ended up Venmoing me, like, the money to cover that plus some extra tip. And that was just a cool thing that happened. That doesn't happen every day. But I always like to go out of my way to make the customer, satisfied and happy with their experience. At least what I can do. I mean, it wasn't that crazy. You know, most people are probably thinking, oh, fuck that, dude, I would never do that, bro. But it wasn't that much harder to just go into the QFC, grab some milk and eggs real quick, and just make their day. Got an extra tip for it, you know, made the customer happy to do something like that. So that was a positive. You know, a few other cool things happened. You know, getting cash tips. I know there was one guy out in Bellevue that was like, "Oh, sorry, dude, I have the wrong address." So I'm going over I-90 on the fucking freeway, trying to text this guy and like go into Google and try to find the new address. He was at like some hotel, and so I ended up going to the hotel, and he gives me like a $10 cash tip on top of the tip that he already tipped me. It was already like a nearly a $20 order, I think, like $15 order. So that was tight. Yeah, a couple other cash tips that came like on top of a app tip, which is dope. But you know, one thing I did want to talk about was I did hit Top Dasher this week for December, which I'm super pumped about. And so the last few days I've been reaping the benefits of the Top Dasher status, and it's definitely a big difference. Like I'm definitely getting, you know, even though before, like I was definitely like before I was getting priority on high paying orders, like they would say that. So I was getting definitely some better orders coming my way, like it would say, like, this is a high paying order, your acceptance rate and your customer rating make it so we're sending them to you, blah blah blah. And you know, so that was dope that I had that. But like once you got Top Dasher, it was even better. Like I swear I hardly am getting any low paying orders right now, and almost like the majority of my orders are like over $10 each. You know, a lot are like probably close to that, but I would say like 60% are probably over 10. Like, and I even get like 15, 20, 25 even dollar orders. Of course, the higher paying ones are usually the shopping ones, right? I gotta pull over for a second. I'm just driving. I'm done. I'm just gonna wrap this up. Say a couple more things about the Top Dasher program. It's, you know, second time I hit it, but I wasn't really delivering a lot last time I hit it, so I didn't really pay a lot of attention to but this time I'm definitely noticing a big difference, like I said. And I'm getting a lot of orders, like, you know, hardly any downtime, so that's really dope. You to hit that program, if you don't know, you need to have the 4.7 or above rating. You gotta have over like a 95% completion rate, but like that goes without saying. You should have only a couple canceled orders, if that. You know, sometimes something happens, but and then you have to have over 100 deliveries in the last month, and that's what I was hustling for on Wednesday and Thursday at the end of November. Was I was trying to get to those 100 deliveries because I didn't do a lot this month, so I was like literally did 31 deliveries on Wednesday. It was like 12 hours. It was fucking brutal, dude. But I mean, time flies, bro. It's like it's almost addictive. Like you get one order, and then you know you grab another order, and then you know by the time you deliver that, it's like pinging you again for another order, and you're like, you know, all right, you know, it's kind of like you're always focused on, you know, the task at hand and reading the delivery instructions and figuring out, you know, where am I going to. So I don't think it really gets boring. I mean, it gets tiring for sure, but you know, you kind of get into the flow and you can go for hours, dude. Like today I wasn't even feeling it. I was like, man, fuck this. It's 11 now. I went out at like 5. You know, so I've been out for 6 hours, and it just flew by, dude. Like it was nothing, bro. I'm like, wow, it's already been 6 hours, and I think I made close to $200. Yeah, probably about 180, 190 bucks, 6 hours. So I know I was pushing 30, above 30 per hour for the first like 3 hours, because I had some really killer orders. But then I was taking a bunch like at late at night, like there's probably more low paying orders because the peak pay's not on and shit. So but there's still like, compare that to like getting like a $3 order or a $4 order. Like I'm still getting like $7, $8, $9 orders, and that's like low paying for me now, which is crazy because, you know, it's not that low paying, and they were short, like they were super quick. I did like 3+ in an hour, like super quick. maybe even 4 that because they were all like right in like the same area, and it was like pick up from here, drop off like a few blocks away, and then it was pick up again right here, drop off a few blocks away. Really straightforward, so that's that's well over $20 an hour. Say it's 612, 24, 25, something like that. But anyways, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to touch on. You know, definitely still frustrated with the app. I'm always talking mad shit. I'm always cursing at the app and screaming my head off like fucking work, god damn it, like fucking work. But that it is what it is. DoorDash has a shitty app and they're never gonna fix it because they're stupid cunts. Just kidding, but not really. But yeah, anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll try to get some better content for you guys in the future. Gonna be hustling a lot. Gonna be trying to do more arbitrage, more reselling. So definitely stay tuned for that. And trying out other gig economy stuff is still on the back burner. Like I've got all the other apps that I'm trying to trial and error and give you guys a good insight into my experiences doing that. So anyways, guys, it's been your boy DBS Merch, trying to master that retail arbitrage, the gig economy hustle for 2023. So peace out.